Welcome to the COMC Community Spotlight Show. A couple of great friends and great radio legends in the Lake area with us here. This week we've got KC and the Round Man. You've probably heard of the great KC and the Round Man show on 107.9 The Coyote. You don't do it anymore. You retired a few years ago, so you retired the show. People still talk about it. People still remember it. That's how great it was. And in fact, you were just telling us the story just before we started. You went to dinner somewhere the other day and lady come over and asked you, are you really the Round Man, right?
Yeah. It happens more than you might think. It surprises me every time, but it's very, very humbling.
It's very humbling.
It really is, especially when you guys haven't done the show for several years.
Yeah, I think it's been 3 years now. I think so, that we got off the air. We did it for 17.
17 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go back to the beginning. You guys aren't from the Lake area originally, I don't think. Somewhere in Illinois, is that right?
Yeah, I was born in Quincy.
Okay.
And I was born in Quincy.
Oh, you were? Okay.
So that, we got that going for us.
Yeah.
But I consider Springfield, Illinois to be my home.
Okay.
But we moved around. By the time, before I was 12 years old, we had moved about 16 times.
Wow.
All hopscotched all across
Were
the
you
country.
in the military or what was
No,
the
I
story?
just couldn't keep a job.
No, it wasn't that. I remember growing up and Rounder, Dad, had a, yes, father, son, had a, the gigs that you had, they were traveling gigs.
Okay.
Yeah. But I thank the Lord for that, because I don't think that I would have been as good of a radio personality or just in general able to talk to anybody at any time.
Right.
But I learned it at a very young age, because every 18 months or 2 years, that job or that gig was promoting or moving you. And
So you had to learn how to make new friends.
I did.
Every year and a half or
Yeah,
something,
man.
right?
Yeah, still do every day.
Well, there you go. He's very shy, obviously, right? Yeah. And so you guys went off and did your different career. You kept up was it a sales career? Is that what you were doing?
I've always been a salesman. In 1976.
1976.
1976.
I got into local radio in Keokuk, Iowa.
Okay.
And we did a show there called BC.
You
and the
too?
Round Man.
No. I wasn't born yet.
He wasn't born.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of where this evolved into, because when we decided we were going to do a morning show, we had to figure out a name for it. And I said, well, I used to do the BC and the Round Man. Everybody calls you KC. Let's just do KC and the Round Man and let's move on.
And it fit.
And it worked.
It fit perfectly. Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so you're doing the sales, your whole life basically. You got into radio and radio sales at some point, right?
Yeah. So we had a company. I'll kind of this down. We started. Dad had this great concept with 2 other partners. That was telephone follow-up for the automotive business.
Okay.
So the Chrysler 5-star program, I mean, it's non-existent anymore, but at the time it was a huge deal for the Chrysler Corporation. They had created a company to pretty much push that particular program. I won't go into what it was, but needless to say, that company got bought out.
Okay.
And when it got bought out, I was working within the company too. And he says, well, what are we going to do now? And I said, well, you've talked about radio my entire life. Maybe we should look at that.
Yeah.
So we did. I know it's kind of weird when you say it like I say it that way. And I'm like, oh, so that's what we did. But we had an opportunity that it just timing was good. The timing was right. I was 18.
Yeah.
I had just graduated high school and had done a little bit of college, and went to work at the local radio station in Springfield to learn the new stuff.
Yeah.
Springfield, Illinois.
Illinois, right.
And then 18 months later, we were in Central Arkansas, and we had bought 6 radio stations and built the 7th.
Wow. And kind of all grew out of that. You came to the lake, took over 107.9 The Coyote.
Yep.
You started up the morning show, you've told us in previous shows, because you couldn't find another morning show team that would do a good enough job for your radio station. So you guys just decided to do it.
Well, and cost effective too.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't
mean,
have to pay a morning show team.
I mean, that helped.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Helped. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you find gold. I mean, you guys, was it instantaneous that you guys were a hit, or did it take a little while to come together?
First of all, I'm not so sure we were really a hit.
Really?
So I say that because I always tell people that we were kind of like a coin flip,
Yeah.
where 50% of the population might have really liked us.
The other 50
And the
hated you.
But we pretty much got 70 to 80% to listen, even though that, I mean, not everybody likes everybody.
Yeah,
that's kind of the way the world works. So,
Yeah.
But I don't think we found gold right away. I think we
Kind of took a while to build that.
I mean, there was.
and to grow
I will
that.
tell you, I can't remember. I have a terrible memory, and I mean, I really, truly do. But I remember the day we went on the air, and that
Really?
was that was 21 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What do
I
you
can-
remember about that day?
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Because it was the very first broadcast or first show with the two of us.
Yeah.
I had done some shows previous. He had done some shows previous, but together. The equipment was in shambles. And we had to hit. I remember it was an old autogram control board. The turns, not the
Yeah, the
slides.
pots,
Right?
yeah.
Pots. And the left channel went out while we were like on break number 2.
Really?
And I remember looking over right on the air and taking my fist and going whack right on top of the board because the old modules they were from the 70s.
Yeah, they were.
And I smacked the top of that on the air and left channel came back.
Came back on.
And we got to giggling and I guess we just kept going.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Amazing. And this was in Lebanon?
It was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you started in Lebanon and then moved your headquarters here down to the lake area. So we'll get more of that story when we come back. Casey and the Round Man, just a legendary radio show. We'll continue to talk about that right here on the COMC Community Spotlight Show. Central Ozarks Medical Center, voted Missouri's best and best at the lake, is recruiting team members due to growth. Amazing employment opportunities for both medical and non-medical positions with competitive salaries and outstanding perks. For more information, go to the Careers tab at centralozarks.org. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Join a leader. Join our team. COMC, where your health is our mission. If you love the lake, you gotta love Lake TV.
You're watching Lake TV.
Welcome back to the COMC Community Spotlight Show. Our good friends, the Caldwells, father and son team, Casey and Dan, Casey and the Round Man, used to do a great radio show, legendary here at the lake. People still talk about it. It was so good. You actually started this station, 107.9, or took over the station when it was in Lebanon.
It was, yeah, in 03.
03. And then at some point you decided to move your studios and everything here to Camdenton, to the lake area. Why was that?
You want to answer that one?
We felt that the growth, the largest growth of all the areas that we covered, which includes Rolla, the Fort, Lebanon, here, this was the area with the biggest growth and the biggest potential. And we were wrong about a lot of things, but we were right about that.
You got that one right.
we
Yeah,
nailed that.
It's pretty amazing. You guys, your studios are on the square in Camdenton.
Yep.
So if you drive through downtown Camdenton, you drive through the square, you see the 107.9, the Coyote, right there. We did a project together a few years ago, and you gave me a number of people that drive by your radio studio every day, and it was an outrageously huge number.
I want to say that MoDOT said it was, now this was years ago, said it was over 55,000 cars a day.
A day.
But I think, honestly, because the exponential growth from 2020 at the lake area, I think it's double that.
Yeah.
Because I could stand outside. It takes forever to get out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And the number that fascinated me several years ago was we decided we were going to buy the Arbitron, which is now Nielsen,
Right, yeah.
which is the ratings. And to be honest with you, we never used to mess with that stuff. But I thought it'd be fun to find out where we stood, and we were blown away when we started really putting the numbers together, according to Nielsen, we never cracked the mic that there wasn't 50,000 people listening to us.
Wow.
Yeah.
In small town radio,
Yeah. That's a big deal.
that's a success.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It
That
was
kind
pretty
of
cool.
floated the boat a little bit, didn't it?
It did.
That's nice.
And we weren't
yeah.
necessarily stronger in one county than the other. We weren't necessarily number one in one county over another. Just straight across the board, we had people listening.
Yeah.
Like he said earlier, what do you call it? Cradle to
Birth to death.
Birth to death.
Birth to
Yeah.
death. Yeah. We
The
wanted to try to
generation?
generational. Yeah. We
Yeah.
wanted to try to get the kids to listen and do games and fun stuff like that. But we also wanted your 87-year-old grandma to listen too.
Yeah.
Because honestly, old ladies love me.
They do.
I mean,
And dogs.
and dogs.
Yeah. You can hear the howling anytime. So you guys you've retired the show because you retired, but you still come back and do the show every once in a while on 107.9 The Coyote. When do you do that, or do you still do that?
We don't do it very often anymore.
Okay.
I'm a big believer in, especially in the radio business, people are our business.
Yeah.
And like, for example, just recently, Crystal, that does our morning show, she needed a couple of days off, or wanted to take a couple of days off for that matter. And instead of us popping back on, sometimes it's okay to just say, hey, she's on vacation.
Crystal's gone today.
Yeah. Because, first of all, I don't want to wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
I don't
That's
either,
hard.
and I don't want to send the wrong message to our audience.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, here they come. They're coming back.
Yeah.
They're coming back.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not
No,
good
we're
for
not.
Crystal, right? If
Right.
she thinks, oh no, they're going to come back, and but getting up for that morning show is hard, isn't it? I mean, and you guys started at what time? Like 5?
We started at 6.
6.
But the prep, we were there at 5:15.
Yeah, and getting up every day that early wears on you.
It does.
Well,
Where's
he's
that?
really only like 44 years old.
Yeah,
If
I
that-
mean, getting up early made him look old, that's for sure. Is that the reason why you moved the show to the afternoons after a while, just because you were tired of getting up in the morning?
It is. And we needed a change. We needed a jump, a
Something
pivot.
different? Yeah. Did you enjoy doing it in the afternoons as much as in the morning?
Oh boy.
Was it a different dynamic?
I thought it was a different. I mean, yes. It was a different dynamic. I don't think I liked it any better.
Yeah, except for the sleeping in part. That was better.
Yeah, but you woke up at the break of dawn for years too.
Hated it every day.
And it still to this day I'm still up at 5.
Are you really?
I just, my internal clock, I started.
Are you that way, or
when
are
I
you
was-
sleeping?
I get up around noon.
Yeah, me too. That's me. I'm with you, baby.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Okay, but even though you guys retired and there is no more Casey and the Round Man Show, and might not be anymore, you guys might be done with it.
Yeah, every once in a while, if we have to fill in, we have to fill in. Right.
Let me know. Give me a call. Let me know
Okay,
so I
that'd be
can listen.
awesome.
that'd be
actually.
cool.
Right, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You'll have at least one listener. That would be me. Right? But 107.9 The Coyote goes on.
Yeah.
You guys are still a powerhouse radio station in central Missouri. You mentioned Crystal earlier. She does your morning show now.
She does. And if you tune it on between 6 and 10, and we stream all over the world, so you can catch us at 1079thecoyote.com if you want to, or you should. In fact, you should do that.
Yeah.
And tell your mom.
She loves us too.
She does.
I don't even know where I was going now.
I don't even know what that means.
I know, but I was really
It's like
excited
Casey and the
about
Round
it.
Man are back.
So she goes on at 6.
Yeah.
And I seriously don't even remember the question.
How do people get more information on 107.9
Oh, there
The
it is.
Coyote?
You log on to the webpage. Like I said before, Rounder was like talking about the people's mom, and I got excited.
Squirrel. Yeah.
Or the Facebook page. So we do tons and tons of events. We're out all the time. We're broadcasting live at restaurants and concerts and venues and events and community dog shows.
And we do some of those.
Yeah, we do.
Right,
We do.
yeah.
We
You
still
do a
are
lot
on-
of them.
We still are on the air. We're just not on the air as the Casey and the Round Man Show.
There you go. Beautiful. Okay, so there they are, the legends in radio at the Lake Area, Casey and the Round Man. Thank you so much for joining us for the COMC Community Spotlight Show.